You doing? Two little house cleaning things. First, I want this Ezekiel Elliott thing done. You know, they're still going through. If he's going to be suspended, let it happen. Get it over with, because the more I think about it, the more this thing can possibly ruin two of our seasons, this one and next season, because obviously it's taking a toll on this season. And if he plays the rest of the season and we don't get our thing back together and we come into next season with him suspended, then it's a worst case scenario. It is the worst case scenario. So I'm so done with it. If it's going to happen, let it happen and get it off our books, because I mean, we're so done with it. And number two, I've got texts from people and messages and everybody, and people are so sick of you calling for Tony Romo. I wish we had Tony Romo. If we had Romo, we would have done this, we would have done that. That's the dumbest thing in the world. You know why it's the dumbest thing in the world? You tell me, you tell us, how many times Tony Romo overcame bad coaching, bad play calling, and bad defense and take us to a championship or a Super Bowl? Go ahead, tell me. When did he do that? He didn't. You know what we did? We broke him. We broke him. The Dallas Cowboys wasted and broke Tony Romo. If you care about the Dallas Cowboys, your mind should be, let's not break Dak Prescott. Let's not waste Dak Prescott. But no, you're still talking about we had, and that can't even happen. It can't even happen. He can't play anymore because we broke him. And listen to this. This came up, NFL.com. This just like hit me in the face like a ton of bricks. NFL.com had our quarterback, the top quarterbacks, and Dak Prescott ranked number 12. He could be 10 or something. He's around quarterbacks that are playing around the same, but he's ranked 12. And it says, Prescott is making a living off death-defying scrambles where he slips the tackle of players like Rams' Aaron Donald. Few quarterbacks try to go deep less. And Dak's connection with Dez Bryant, 16 catches on 40 attempts, has been extremely inefficient. That first sentence, Prescott is making a living off death-defying scrambles and where he slips the tackles of players like Aaron Donald. That's Romo. Just replace Aaron Donald and put J.J. Watt. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. And I'm telling you, back in those days, if you remember, you cannot tell me a time where Romo actually was running the offense rather than Romo making up stuff and making things happen for himself in the passing game. The running game, we've seen it. We've seen the structure and the run game working or whatever, but our passing structure, the tight passing team we are, we've never seen it because Romo always was the Band-Aid over it never being there. And now Dak Prescott is trying to be a Band-Aid over something that's not there. Few quarterbacks try to go deep left. How many years have we saying that we don't take no shots down the field? We need to take more shots down the field. We need to take more shots down the field. Just take the shot down the field. Dak Prescott's connection with Dez Bryant, 16 catches, 40 attempts. How many times have we yelled about us forcing the ball to Dez Bryant, getting us out of a rhythm, and just trying to make things happen, forcing it to Dez when he's not open? We have had interceptions. We had a couple of interceptions when we're forcing the Dez when he's not open. You know what I'm saying? So all that stuff is the same thing we've been saying with number 9 at quarterback. So your mind should be, let's not do the same thing to 4 that we did to 9. Instead go, we had 9. That grow up. Grow up. I'm telling you, I don't want to hear it no more. Done. All right, now we're going to this game with Green Bay. This game we should win. Or we can win. I'm not going to say should because they have Aaron Rodgers. And however well you play, however the game plans out, this is having an elite quarterback. This is how it helps you. However the game is going, at the end of the game, Aaron Rodgers can still beat you. And he's done it this year already. So that's the problem that we face. We're going to have, they got a bad offensive line, so we're probably going to have some success on that offensive line, especially on one of their tackles, Cal Murphy, if he's playing. We will be able to get to Aaron Rodgers. We will be able to stop their running game. I hope that we won't see that much Ty Montgomery because he's their number 1 threat. But I still I can't see Ty Montgomery as the type of running back that's going to do us harm. LeGarrette Blount maybe, but not Ty Montgomery. You know, Ty Montgomery is one of those he's really a receiver. He's not really. He is a receiver playing running back, those cheesy Packers. But I don't see that Green Bay Packers running game doing that much to us, and I like that. That's to our advantage. Green Bay's defense, their secondary is not playing good. Kevin King finally came together, I think, versus Atlanta, I think, or whatever. But Kevin King finally came together a few weeks ago, or whatever. But their secondary is not playing really good. Damaris Randall got benched. And the new guy, I can't think of his name, Josh Hawkins. The new guy was Josh Hawkins. He was playing pretty well last week. But I still don't see anything dominant on that defense with the Packers unless you go to the defensive line when you have Nick Perry, who's playing extremely well, and Mike Daniels, who's just a little problem. He's always a problem. But we should be able to impose our will on Green Bay's defense, and we should be able to get to Aaron Rodgers. The problem is going to be Rodgers to Jordy Nelson. I mean, sometimes there's just nothing you can do about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're facing. That's what position we put ourselves in on Sunday. We could go in that game and play fairly well and still lose to Aaron Rodgers because of him being super. I ain't got to explain to y'all. We've experienced it. All right, what am I talking about? We can blah, blah, blah. Other games to watch. San Francisco at Indianapolis. That's going to be a high information game because we need everything that we can. We need to know everything we can about San Francisco, because that game is going to be extremely important next week, because it either will send us to 4-2, a little more comfortable, or it gets us back level with 3-3, depending on what happens this game. So we need to know exactly what happens with San Francisco, and we need to know exactly how to beat them. The Giants and Chargers, that's probably the best game between 0-4 teams in the history of the NFL. I'm serious. Those two teams are pretty good, and we can lose to either one of them. So we need to watch that. We get a lot of information for that. That's two games in our season that we're gonna need these wins. We're getting these L's, so we're gonna need these wins. Philadelphia, Arizona, I can't wait for that one. I'm gonna be rooting for my boy Bruce Arians, get to beat them boys. I think Arizona can beat them. I really do, and I hope they do. Seattle versus the LA Rams is going to be a great game. We need to get all the information we can from Seattle playing against them. And if we make it to the playoffs, the Rams may make it to the playoffs, and we need to keep an eye on that team as well. And the last game, Kansas City versus Houston. Another great game to watch. We need all the information we can on Alex Smith and Andrew Reid and what they're doing. All right, guys, I will holler at you later. Peace out.